it has to do something with the REM sleep. The only thing, because that has to do with moving eyes or something.
Right.
Must be REM sleep. And then from then on, she started, hey, REM sleep is also moving eyes. But there was actually, and there was a theory, but it was never validated. There was no scientific support. And for everything you find, you can say it's a working memory texting task. I'm going to talk about the working memory theory.
Yeah, so I think we're ready for your PowerPoint, but and you can start your PowerPoint. But I wanted to ask you before that, I learned in my basic EMDR training about the interhemispheric hypothesis or the REM hypothesis. What are your thoughts about these theories?
No evidence at all. Zero evidence, but it is a theory. But yeah, we still need evidence. It was Francine Shapiro discovered EMDR, and I know I talked a lot with her. We were good friends, and we had almost daily contact. We talked a lot about that, and I said, okay, why not? Francine Shapiro started with something, and I also spoke with the reviewers of her first publication, and they asked her, hey, explain me, you had a walk through the park and something happened. Explain me how you think EMDR works. And he said, yeah, I don't know. But she went to some neurobiologists, and they say, yeah, maybe it's new for us, but maybe it has to do something with the REM sleep. The only thing, because that has to do with moving eyes or something.
Right.
Must be REM sleep. And then from then on, she started, hey, REM sleep is also moving eyes. But there was actually, and there was a theory, but it was never validated. There was no scientific support. And for everything you find, you can say it's a working memory texting task you're doing. You say, hey, bilateral stimulation works. Yeah, but it's because it's a texting task. And interesting, and then I'm going to talk about that. For instance, what also works very well is counting, or doing calculations like 1000 minus 7 or something works. Texting task has nothing to do with hemispheres or something. Spelling task. How can a spelling task work? Hey, what has that to do with two brains? Nothing. So Francine Shapiro knew already that there was no support, but she didn't want to change her ideas. And I said to her, if you have so much competition with the cognitive behavioral field, why don't you start with a theory and change your ideas about it? And say, hey, cognitive therapy cognitive science there's so much support for the working memory theory. Why not embrace all these cognitive behavioral therapists and say, in laboratory, you can see that the working memory theory holds in any case.